Everyone, Vinzinger here. You're watching a read along of my Substack. So I'm not going to read all of it. So I'm going to read let's see here the opinions and theories I made with this Substack. So let's go, shall we? Yeah. Number one, wokeness. Yeah, that's right. Wokeness is killing comic books. Why is it killing comic books? May you ask? I may not be an expert. Let me explain why. Number one, the higher ups in charge of the comic book industry wants to bring in new fans into their party, which I don't have any problem with. It's just that they're doing it the wrong way by getting rid of the old fandom for the lowest common denominator that will not buy their product, which is the far left, by the way. The far left has taken over the comic book industry because the far left has taken over the left wing and comic book companies such as DC, Marvel, you name it, because they are left wing dominated companies. Number three, the comic book industry is bringing in writers and artists that are nothing more than far left activists slash fake fans who are inexperienced, unable to take criticism well, have the willingness to inject their ideologies, agendas, and narratives into the stories. Number two, comic books are hard to get into and start, but manga isn't. What do I mean by comic books are hard to get into and manga isn't? Well, you can say American comic books always get rebooted, retconned, retold, and repurposed by writers who haven't even created the comic book characters that everyone loves. I don't know why. As well as how a YouTuber named Adam Hado mentioned something about how comic book creators and companies would handle the continuities, which explains why the comic book adaptations aren't luring people into the comic books. As for manga, you can only start with the first volume of certain manga. Hell, even manga doesn't get rebooted, retconned, and repurposed, which explains why manga adaptation managed to lure people to manga. Like, seriously, there's a meme proving that point. If you can see this meme right here, you get the point. Number three, overstaying welcomes. American comic books are overstaying their welcome. Is also the reason why manga is kicking American comic books' ass. Probably because what I'm getting from the mainstream Western entertainment industry and Western entertainment creators is that they like to overstay the welcomes of beloved stories, which explains why we're getting a lot of reboots, remakes, sequels, you name it. And why a YouTuber named Deadwood Dill mentioned something about how the stories within comic books are nothing more than comic book characters going into this purgatory. As for manga, there are manga that are overstaying their welcome, such as One Piece. But as for the rest, probably not, because mangaka have the tendency to not let their works overstay their welcome and know when it's a good time for their work to end. Number four, the rule within the comic book industry. There's this rule within the comic book industry, well, mostly in DC and Marvel, that you can't kill off characters and the characters must come back from the dead. Probably because they'll lose money because the people who are emotionally attached to these characters will get very upset. And to be honest, I understand. As for manga, the manga industry doesn't have that, but there are manga where the characters come back from the dead, such as Dragon Ball, you name it. Number 5, how both industries work. The manga industry is a meritocracy just like anime. Well, the anime industry, due to the fact that manga would award and publish whatever works well and abandon what doesn't work well. As for the comic book industry, right now, the only thing they're doing right now is publish social and political lectures and repurposing already established stories and franchises into social and political lectures. Those are my thoughts. What do you think? Are any of those the reason why manga is outselling American comic books? Did I pay attention well at those? Manga outselling American comic books videos? Let me know about it in the comment section down below and tell me why do you think why manga is outselling American comic books. Until then, adios, and I encourage you all to get your entertainment from anime and manga instead of American comic books and Hollywood. Until then, adios.